I've got a property pipeline of over £60 million, and today I'm not just teaching it, I'm teaming up with you so you can do it yourself. Buildup, something I'll talk about in a couple of minutes, is here to help you grow, work with me, and get funded. But before I get into that, here's a quick recap. This year, I actually planned to leave the education space. I'd become so disillusioned with the industry. I'd been hearing horror stories, people out there selling shortcuts, and the quality of the education was becoming diluted and sold with no real depth and support. I just didn't want to be associated with that. I felt like it was the right time to move on, and I just wanted to focus on building houses. But then something started shifting. Some of the people that I've mentored over the years have gone on to become real friends. I've watched them build their projects, raise money, make mistakes and grow, and I actually felt more proud of them for doing what they were doing than I am of myself for my own achievements. And I started to realise I don't want to stop helping people like that. I want to continue to share my knowledge, to share my expertise, and continue to geek out about planning and building with people who love this stuff as much as me. I didn't want to stop doing something that I'm great at. I just wanted to do it in a way that's different to the current model. My main issue with the current model was the I did it so you can too approach. It always felt like a half-truth or a cop-out. Yes, I stand by the fact that in theory, if anyone follows a proven process consistently, they can achieve the same results. I've seen it happen in all industries, and I've coached people through the process in this industry. But this doesn't allow for the human element. Our situations are not the same. Is it possible? Yeah, 100%. Will it be harder for some people depending on their current situation? 1000%. In the online space, you naturally receive negative comments at times, and honestly, I don't really give a crap about pretty much any of them. The only one that's ever really gotten to me was the "it's easy for you to say you've had it handed to you" comment. And yeah, I completely get that. My background has obviously helped me, and I never actually said it didn't. But it was never the "you've had it handed to you" part that bothered me. It was the "it's easy to say," and that's because that's actually true. Me saying you can do it too doesn't acknowledge that it was easier for me than it would be for others. Even though the bank of mum and dad didn't fund my deals, the reality is I do have someone at the end of the phone who can give me advice if I want it. I've had access to rooms, to education, exposure to conversations and real world learnings in a way that not everybody does. So it always felt dishonest to pretend that that isn't part of the story or not acknowledge where that has aided my journey. And really, that's the driving force behind this new venture. But this time, I'm doing it properly, to open the doors for you that I've had opened for me along the way. Let me introduce you to Buildup. Buildup is your development growth partner. It's not just an education platform, and it's not just about theory. It's a complete offering to help you go from idea to exit on a real development project. The key difference is that Buildup is committed to funding your planning applications 100%. And this is because it's the hardest part of the development process to fund, because it's the riskiest. Planning is also a stage that can add a huge percentage of the profit to a deal. So by unlocking the possibility of this stage for everyone by solving the biggest barrier to entry, I might not be able to give you everything I ever had, but I know I'm opening so many doors for you. We're not just educators, we're investors, we're backers. We do this with you side by side. I'm leveraging everything I have: knowledge, experience, connections, and my funds for us, making your success our success. Simple as that. Naturally, the education is second to none. We teach everything from sourcing and appraising deals to working them through planning, funding, design, construction, even things like the snagging process. We have over 45 hours worth of training. You could literally sit and listen to me talk about development for nearly 2 solid days. But more than that, we give you access to live tools like design guides, project management templates, automation systems, costing calculators, and even a site finding team to help you find opportunities. So if you want to learn every detail, I'll teach you. And if you follow the steps I show you consistently, results will come. But if you want to hit the ground running, you want extra support, or you just don't want to risk your own funds on something new, we'll fund your planning deals and walk the path with you. Now look, let's not beat around the bush either. This isn't a charity. I love helping people, but I'm not doing this out of the goodness of my heart. Yes, I'm going to make money from this, obviously. When we fund your deals, we will split the planning uplift 50-50. That's the structure. We both make money. But here's the key thing. It's an option, not an obligation. If you want to fund your own deals and keep 100% of the profits, amazing. If you want to raise the money yourself using what we teach, you have my full support. But if you want to work with us, use our funding, our systems, our teams, that's on the table too. There's no handcuffs here. You're not tied into me. Think of me as a safety net, not a leash. It could be one deal, every deal, or no deals. Buildup is there to meet your needs when you need us. Buildup will give you real-world learning and support from me and our coaches. This game isn't about getting rich quick. Any of you who are building houses know a lot of money gets spent before any money comes back in. And we all know that property development deals done right can make excellent money. If that wasn't the case, there wouldn't be so many stereotypes about greedy, rich developers out there. But it shouldn't be about the profit. It should be about ensuring we get there time and time again. Unfortunately, nowadays, talking about minimizing risk doesn't sound as glamorous or sell as well as the concept of financial freedom. But if you're serious about property development, it's something that should be important to you. Buildup is guidance and a partnership with a developer who isn't interested in buying a private jet or how they look online. I'm going to highlight the reality of our industry. Yes, you absolutely could make a planning gain of £400,000, but it might take negotiating with landowners for 6 months to find the right deals. Yes, you could make 7 figures building out a development, but you're most likely going to have to sign a personal guarantee in order to fund it. This is an incredible industry where incredible money can absolutely be made. But it's also an industry you need to go into with your eyes wide open. For me, it's about longevity in the market, protecting your downside, managing your risk, and making sure that when the profit does come, it's actually yours to keep. Real guidance from people doing this day in, day out, facing the same problems in the same market as you. If you're serious about building a property development business and you want more than just inspiration, you want tools, strategy, partnership, and actual money behind you, welcome to Buildup.